Florida's Children First grew out of the desire of a number of child advocates to combine forces to obtain systemic reform of child welfare in Florida. We decided to use our knowledge of the system and our legal and advocacy talents to create lasting change. Our work is informed by the youth in our advocacy organization, Florida Youth Shine. They help us understand the weaknesses in the system of care and suggest solutions. We also partner with youth in educating stakeholders and legislators about the problems and our proposed solutions. Our main objective is to make the child welfare system better for all children. We participate in efforts for improvement with pertinent agencies, and we act as a watchdog, raising issues and suggesting solutions if we're not invited to the table. We're also working to ensure that all children involved in the child welfare system have meaningful and effective assistance of counsel to help them individually experience better outcomes. We educate with trainings, with publications, and by testifying at legislative hearings. We also train and support pro bono projects and provide technical assistance to legal aid programs that provide counsel for children. We bring the utmost credibility to the table. We do our research and come prepared with facts. Our only interest is in promoting children's rights. We take no government funds and have no fiscal interest at stake. Second, our work is informed and supported by the youth themselves. Youth are the most compelling advocates for systemic reform. Third, we're positioned as the go-to child advocacy organization for all branches of government in the media. People want to know what we think because they know we have the expertise and promote positive change. We're effective because we're good advocates. When we take action, it's supported by data, facts, the law, and social science research. We write and speak persuasively, and we make effective use of the media and legislative strategists. Partnering with youth in our advocacy sets us apart from others and lends a powerful and authentic voice to our work. We also leverage resources. We know we can't do everything ourselves, but we partner with others in our extensive network of colleagues to achieve our mutual goals. Some metrics are easy to measure. How many of our bills were passed? How many harmful bills were stopped? How many training sessions we held and the number of people we reached, advocacy opportunities for Florida Youth Shine, and publications that we have developed. Others require a long view. For instance, historically, children weren't present at their court proceedings in Florida. We started educating courts, lawyers, and child welfare workers on the topic years ago. After relentless education and zealous advocacy in the rulemaking process, the rule was amended to allow children to have a voice in the decisions affecting their lives. Some potential funders have difficulty in recognizing the extraordinary value of a donation to Florida's Children First. We don't provide backpacks, clothing, or food to foster children. But we do make major, lasting, and positive changes that make the lives of thousands of children improve. One major accomplishment was getting landmark legislation to allow foster parents and caregivers to allow children in their care to participate in everyday childhood activities. That was instead of getting a court order, background screening, and fingerprinting of all teachers and coaches that the child will travel with. This affected over 19,000 youth immediately, and thousands more to follow. We consistently help the legislature understand how its laws and policies affect children in the system. Our work has been instrumental in influencing 16 bills by securing the passage of landmark legislation or averting harmful bills and budget cuts. Because of our work, schools and the child welfare system have to talk to each other. Children are entitled to their records, and teens don't have to ask their best friend's parents to get fingerprinted before a sleepover. Now young adults have a safety net by law extending foster care to age 21. Also, we created a highly effective youth organization. We empower youth from foster care to be effective advocates, to identify issues and recommend solutions at all levels of government. As with most nonprofits, our biggest vulnerability is in funding. We've always been a small, highly efficient organization. We've kept our administrative overhead below 4% consistently since inception. However, due to the difficult economy, funding has become a top priority. Although we have substantial reserves, we have to use staff time to assist in fund development that would otherwise be spent on achieving our program goals. We need to include advocacy for troubled children who are in the juvenile justice system. Many children in foster care cross over when their reactions to the traumas in their lives lead to behavior that is criminalized. The voices of these youth aren't commonly heard in the community or the state capitol. We're uniquely positioned to organize and empower those youth to identify issues, propose solutions, and persuade policymakers. Also, we'd obtain resources to work more efficiently, including technology upgrades and additional research resources. We would add staff to support our online community for lawyers and judges and to train the lawyers who represent children in dependency proceedings. Although our focus is on the needs of the children in care, we recognize that many times the parents who have lost their children to the system are also suffering. Many have addictions or mental illness. In most cases, the children are distraught with the removal. They want to go back to their home. With the proper supports and community involvement, these parents could have their children returned. Florida's foster children will be better served if their parents' attorneys do a better job. There's no organizational effort to improve the quality of parent advocacy. We have the knowledge, experience, and motivation to make that change.